Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Inside Track, where you get to hear stories of success. Today, we have Leo.
What's up? What's up?
Mr. Leo. Let the people know what you do.
Man, whew, what don't I do? You know, I do a little bit of everything. Construction, sunrooms, roofs.
Nice.
I mean, you name it. I can do it. I'll paint here and there.
Now, do you do this independently, or you
On the weekends, more independent. On the weekdays, I work through a company.
Nice.
And I do sunrooms, so additions to buildings and stuff. And
Okay, cool.
And then when we put the roof up, my ass is up there roofing. So
So you you go like Pittsburgh area, like
everywhere. Right now, we're doing a job in Cannonsburg. Before that, we were up in past the airport, like way out there.
That's a haul.
Yeah, the furthest we've gone is California, PA. That's about an hour that way. Yeah. So
Wow.
we're all over.
And what's the name of the company?
A thermal twin.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. There you go. There's a plug right there.
They're thermal twin windows. Check us out. We got the best windows out here.
There you go. There you go. If there's a website, we're sure we'll put it in the link.
Yep.
But recently we just did a comedy show.
Yes, sir.
The second one, the first one we didn't tape.
Yeah, we did it.
Mr. Host.
It was one of the impromptus.
Yeah.
You know, it was awesome.
So how did it feel doing the host, knowing that you had to have more jokes than anybody?
I didn't prepare. I should have, but I did. I think I was more funnier the first time we did it.
Oh, that was. See, I don't even remember any of the material from the first one.
Yeah.
I don't remember any of it.
I mean, I think I clowned more people in the first one than I did this one.
Yeah, yeah.
And, I mean, it was a smaller, like, compacted more area,
Mm-hmm.
but it was still an amazing time. Man. It was fun. And this is the first time I did it sober too. So. So.
Yeah. I think I had a little. I don't know how much I drank. I just I was mainly trying to make sure everything went smooth.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Checking the stream, and because that was the first time we did record
Live.
Yeah. Because we were recording it. We was going live.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then it was like, we had to have the speaker for
Yeah.
And then it went to the it was just crazy. It was fun though.
It was a learning process.
I definitely really
a learning
enjoyed.
process. I mean, definitely we'll have another one, and we'll be even more prepared. Got a couple jokes lined up now, so
I think I'm working on some myself.
yeah.
So you start? Are you going to write some this time? Or are you?
I'm gonna have to. Because I thought I had some, and I was like, "Oh, I got this." And then it came to the stage. I was like, "Ooh, I forgot what I was gonna say."
I know, I did that too. I was like, well, actually, earlier that day, I was clowning around in the car with. And then I would come up with just like, I'm going to use that for tonight.
Exactly.
Other than that, I had nothing.
Right.
I had nothing. I needed fuel, and I was
And
like,
we had a whole month to prepare too.
we did.
We still did it.
A whole month.
A whole month to
It's
prepare.
like, yeah, finally, we're here, and it went as good as I thought it was going to.
Yeah, it did. It did. It was actually, it was fun. I had a lot of fun.
Heck yeah. So this time we're planning maybe the end of February.
Okay.
So it's not written in stone yet, but it's pretty certain we're going to be doing it around that time. So
we good. Yeah.
You got another month.
I have another month to prepare. I like to procrastinate, so I don't know if I'll be ready.
That's crazy. Oh, I know you showed me earlier. I don't know if you want to put it on camera, but you said people were going crazy about your debit card.
Oh, yes.
No, I really thought it was interesting. I thought it was pretty neat.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I went through the drive-through today, and the guy grabbed it, and he looked, and he just. He had to call his buddy. They were both cracking in the drive-through.
What?
He's like, "Oh my God, I've never seen this."
You said it was a sticker.
Yeah, it's a sticker. Yeah, we can definitely show it. I mean,
so where did you?
I got it for Christmas, actually. Shout out to my boy Chris. He gave me.
Shout out to
gave
Chris.
me this to Christmas. I mean, I can. Put it close to my president too. I guess.
Right. Y'all seen it? Don't copy.
Don't copy it. It's one of a kind. Yep, it's mine.
Trademark, patent, whatever you want to talk about. It's in there. But that's pretty neat, though.
Yeah, it's unique. I've never seen anything like that.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
So you don't know where the sticker would it? Because I would like to get something like
I
that.
think he ordered them online. I don't know if Amazon sells them or not. Maybe.
Man, you can get everything online.
Yeah.
You can get everything online.
He has a reverse Uno card on his.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
Yeah, so
See, I know with the Cash App, you can design the whole thing like that.
Oh, okay.
You know, you can do like minimum things or something like that.
Yeah.
And then they charge you for importing pictures. I don't know how it works. I just use what was available.
Yeah.
And just put my card on there. Like I still have my first Cash App card.
Oh,
and like
right.
when it expires, I'll probably still
Yeah, I never even got one. I mean, I don't use it often, so
I don't. I mean, it's good for like the only thing I think it's good for is like online purchases for like doing like subscription stuff.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
like if you forget about the subscription and you're
Yeah.
like, I don't even use it no more. And like if you had it on your bank account, it would just keep
It
charging.
just keep
Yeah, with the Cash App, it's like, oh, I ain't got no money in there.
What do you mean I can't go in the gym?
You know what I mean? But I think it's set up to where like it goes to your bank or something.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? It's set up
That's how I have it. Yeah, it just goes through my bank.
Yeah, but that's the only thing I use it for. And like I'll purchase like drum kits or stuff like that. You know,
Yeah.
like small stuff.
Yeah,
you know what
yeah.
I mean, stuff like that. But like paying bills and stuff like that, I just don't take it that serious. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
why would I use Cash App to pay
Right.
a bill? Like,
Right.
it doesn't. It's like they got banks for that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like my
Yeah.
bank card, I have more pride in my bank card.
Right.
than I do.
Yeah. Well, no, I definitely do now.
Right. With something like that, you're like, hell yeah.
Yeah. I was at the casino last weekend maybe, and I had to get something to drink. So I said here, and they were like, "You have the most unique card I've ever seen." And I was like, "Yeah, give it back."
Right.
There's not that much money in there. Give it back.
Right? Don't you think somebody would be like, hey, where'd you get this? Can I
Yeah,
borrow this for a
yeah.
minute? I need to show somebody.
Right.
Like, nah, we're not falling.
No, we're not. Yeah.
But that's all I use my Cash App for. I got my bank card is just plain.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just
Yeah.
bank's name, numbers, blah, blah, blah. Go home, use it. You know,
Yeah.
nothing special.
All right.
You know?
No, I'm glad my numbers are on the back of my card.
Oh, yeah.
So I would have never been able to put it in there.
Yeah, mine is on the back.
Yeah.
Mine is on the back. But it's plain. It's like my shit is plain. Like,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
actually have pride in using your card. You're like, yeah, take this.
Here you
Like
go.
this. It doesn't even matter how much you have in your account. It's
Right,
like
right.
the card itself, though.
Yeah. It's got more value than the money in there.
It really does. It's like, oh man. So now I'm like, I gotta beef mine up so I could take pride in
Right.
Because I don't even carry it with me no more.
Oh, okay.
I don't even really.
That's
carry
my only form of money. I hardly carry cash now.
Oh, see, we got to.
And it's like, yeah, I got too dependent on that too. 'Cause
Mm.
nowadays, I mean, if something goes wrong, if the computer shut down,
That's what I'm saying.
can't even, you're just like, shit, now what?
We need to carry cash more, bro. I was really hard about that too. I was like, oh, we'll just throw the,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's like $2. You use it on the card. You know what I
Right.
mean? It's like, dang. I remember when you used to get frowned upon
Yeah.
using your card
Yeah.
for $2. It's like, what the? But, we're moving toward a cashless society, which is, I believe, is dangerous.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Because, like, look what they did in Canada. You know what I mean? I mean, they shut off people's banks. I mean, they
Yeah.
can do that anywhere.
Anywhere.
But, when you have cash, if the stores go down,
Yeah.
their machines go down,
Yep.
you got to have cash.
Yep.
If something happens in an emergency and, everything's relied on cash and we don't have any cash,
Yeah.
it's like, I got thousands of dollars in the bank. It's like,
Exactly.
can you get that?
Exactly. And now with people getting hacked,
Mm-hmm.
you seen Giant Eagle gets hacked. It feels like every week.
Giant Eagle?
Yeah, every week it feels like they're getting cards hacked and stuff.
What?
Yeah. Walmart,
That's nuts.
yeah.
Giant Eagle? I didn't know Giant Eagle got hacked. Why
Gotta
would you
watch-
want to hack
Gotta
Giant
watch
Eagle?
the internet, man. The internet shows you.
So watch the internet could be a good thing. The internet
yes, good and bad.
Good
I mean,
and bad, definitely. Definitely good and bad. I think I set the levels right last time because the other show I did, it was a different mic. And I had to manipulate the levels. But we're good though. We're good though. As long as somebody hacked it.
If I sound like a robot, I mean, I normally do sound like that anyway, so don't try to fix it.
Somebody-
It's just the way I sound.
Somebody's gonna hack the mixer. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, we're gonna tweak his voice real quick. Yeah, but speaking of hacking, I was watching some stuff about hacking this morning
Hmm.
on the TV, and it was really weird because like they had like stuff about the world going towards like cyber wars.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the wars are going to be at cyber wars. You
Yeah.
know, we're talking about, you know, the U.S. doing this and
Yeah.
Russia doing that, and you know, different cyber stuff. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
They didn't do, you know, all these shutdowns and this and that is because there's a cyber war going on in the
Right.
background.
Yeah.
And we're too oblivious. Like we don't
Exactly.
know. We don't know.
I mean,
these
we
things.
see the stuff that's going on in the world right now, like the fires in California. That's all over the news. But I start thinking, all right, what are they really hiding though? What's something that's going on that we're not
aware
we're not,
of.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's gonna come out in a couple months, like, hey, this happened while we were covering everything else.
Yeah, they're gonna
Yeah, like snow in Texas,
yeah, or
in
yeah,
Florida.
Florida.
You got snow on beaches in Florida, like.
Yeah, like what the? Yeah, but it never snowed there. I mean, I didn't get into any research on it or find anything.
I think it's like
about it.
60 years or something like that.
What?
I think, yeah.
That's nuts. We're gonna have to start putting little insert any clips into these podcasts because it's like, man, some of this stuff, it's like I forget.
Yeah.
You know that it's like, what, I gotta look at that. You know, stuff we're talking about the podcast. But 60 years?
Something like that. Don't quote me on it, but it's been, yeah.
That's nuts. It's like all of a sudden, you know, they're talking about the climate change and, you know, other people are talking about a polar shift.
Yeah.
And it's like, it happens every so million years or
Right.
something. And it's like, okay, so if it happens every so million years, I don't think that, you know, people who were around for the first one. You know what I mean? Like, so how do you know?
Yeah.
It's gonna
is that why Greenland is icy and Iceland is green?
See, now this is mind boggling because this is like you're gonna have to rewind the tape and then be like, what did he say that was? Greenland is
It's icy.
Yeah.
Greenland is icy and
Okay.
Iceland is green.
Oh, snap.
You know?
That's different, man. That's different.
Yeah.
But you know, you don't know what to believe
Exactly.
because some people say, oh, it's climate control or it's climate, you know, that whole climate change thing. It's like climate change due to the atmospheric stuff or whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't get into none of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, it's like, oh, it's important. You need to get into
Right.
it. Well, I'm not a scientist. You know what I mean? And I could get into it, but what am I going to do about it?
You know what I can get into? Meteorology. Because
Oh.
they don't know anything. I swear. They talked about 4 to 6 inches of snow. We
yeah.
barely got a dusting.
Oh, right.
It's like the sun was out. I was like, what I wasn't prepared for this shit.
Got big coats on. 3 hats. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm a man, they lied.
Oh, yeah, they got people running and buying shovels and
Yeah.
massive amounts of salt and, you know.
Everybody at the groceries, hey, at least we still got toilet paper around.
That was something else, you know. I think some people were scalping, you know, brownies. What is it? The bounty.
Yeah,
The bounty. Is that toilet paper? Oh, that's paper towels.
the Charmin.
Charmin. Yeah, they were scalping Charmin. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, they had that. Look, it was like they had online. It's like, even online, it was like, oh, we're 4 to 6 weeks. You know what I mean? You're not going to get it for 4 to 6 weeks.
I mean, us in the construction industry, we took a big hit. I mean, when Canada closed their borders because they had all them fires, our prices for material, they went up.
Really?
A sheet of OSB was normally like $9. And when that hit, it went up to like $27-$28.
Wow.
Yeah. Everything just went up and you're just like,
What are you going to do, you know?
and then you start seeing things. I guess now, you know, you get most of your lumber from Canada. You get most of
Right.
your oil from here. You get most of your groceries from there. So it's
Right.
everything.
Right. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And you know what's crazy? Prices didn't really come down.
Mm-mm.
Prices really did. It was like they shot up there, and it was like, okay, we're comfortable with, you know, these prices
Yeah.
up here. And it's like, we're not comfortable with those
Right.
prices. We still didn't adjust.
Right.
You know, it doesn't matter to you guys because
Yeah.
you're the ones who make all the regulations and stuff.
Yeah.
So when you know, say a price of wood, you know, it's like, it's good.
Yeah.
I got money. It's good.
Yeah.
Us, we're like, we don't have any money. We're not good.
Just put tape on that hole.
You know
We'll
what I
fix
mean?
it when the wood goes down.
For real. It's like, oh my God. But the prices really didn't come down.
Mm-mm. I
You
mean,
know, it's
what's a dozen of eggs right now?
Like 5 something. bro.
$6 almost?
Damn near. Like what?
Yeah.
It's almost like, you know, you gotta go
Milk's
get
the
the chicken.
same. Yeah. I'm about to just get a farm, get a cow and then 2 chickens and just
It's crazy.
Couple of pigs. So I got bacon. I'm sorry. I know you don't eat.
He's like, I have some bacon. I need some of that bacon.
You know?
But it's probably, but they're taking a toll on the farmers too.
Yeah.
Because the prices for the materials went up.
Yep.
And then all these regulations. Yep. And it's like, you have to have this over here. You have to have this type of feed. It's like, when do you start telling the farmers how to,
right,
do their stuff?
Yeah.
But, everything, some things make a full circle,
right.
And it's like, you go so high with something and then it's got to come back down and start all over again. Hopefully, but, everybody's struggling.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what you were doing before. You're struggling. If you were struggling before, you're struggling now.
I mean, you go to the store, you get 4 bags of groceries. That's $100 already.
$100 and something dollars, man.
4 little bags.
Coming up, you could fill up a darn cart like 200.
2 carts for $200. Like,
right. It's like, I get that cart back there. We were not, that's, man. That's.
I went to the store during Halloween to get my kids their costumes and stuff, and I had like a couple little things. Like 6 items, 100 and something. I'm like, it was insane. It's insane. I mean,
yeah, it's nuts, bro. It's like, I mean, I go to the stores and they want you to buy their brand. Like, let's see, Walmart has the what is it? What's their brand? It's something.
Is it Great Value?
Great Value. That's what it is. Yeah, Great Value. See, I don't think of this stuff.
Right.
So it's like when I went in to go think about it, it wasn't there.
Yeah.
And then you got the Giant Eagle brand, and then you got like the Dollar General.
Yeah.
They got Clover Valley. No disrespect to the people who buy the Clover Valley stuff, but I went over and bought some Clover Valley trail mix, instead of the brand stuff.
Right.
My God. I swear I was being poisoned, bro. I'm telling you. It's like, what? And ever since then, bro, I don't buy Cloverleaf nothing. Clover Valley. Cloverleaf. Clover Valley. It's like, what? Damn. I mean, they're big enough to have their own brand.
Right.
You know what I mean? I mean, look at all the locations. They're popping up everywhere. Right. They're just sticking them places. Yeah. In the middle of a field.
Like the mattress warehouses.
Right. They're just sticking them everywhere. You can go out to the Amish community and you'll see a Dollar General. It's like, they're not, what the, no. Right. So you got, farmhouse, Dollar General, farmhouse. It's like, what? It's nuts, man.
It is.
And people aren't, people don't pay attention to that. Some people are like, whoa, they put a Dollar General.
But I heard it all comes from the same. Like, you're just paying for the name.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if that's the case, your mind is already tricked to, hey, this tastes better than this because this has Hidden Valley Ranch instead of ranch sauce. Right. Right. I mean, I heard a lot of stuff like cereals and stuff. It all comes from the same manufacturer the same way. I mean, yeah. Who knows?
I don't know. I mean, food is really weird, and they got the food wars going on now with with the new RFK going after the food people. Yeah, about all the chemicals. The FDA. Yeah, the FDA with all the food chemicals. Look, I don't know anything, bro. I don't know nothing.
Don't ask me how I know this shit. It's just popping up right now. I'm surprised.
Mine is lost. I do know these things, and some of these things people are watching probably like, he knows what he's talking about. I don't know why he's playing dumb. But it's just not coming to me. Right. But he's going after the food people because, the stuff that's in our food ain't in Canada. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like, what? Why? What is the? And it's the same company. Mm-hmm. It's like you make it here, and then you put this in it, but then you make it over there and you take that out. Right. Like all the food color and the red 59 or something like that. Yeah. But it over there, they'll use beet juice to make that color, you know what I mean? And this and that. And it's like, why can't you do that here? Right. But it goes down a rabbit hole. Oh, yeah. A rabbit hole that we don't
It's all about this at the end.
It is.
That's all what it is about. It comes down to it.
We don't live long enough to go down that rabbit hole. You know what I mean? Because we have our own to worry about.
That's why, I mean, I say enjoy what you, like, if you make money, enjoy it. Mm-hmm. Pay your bills, get it, but enjoy your life. Right. I mean, don't wait till the end to sit there and go and vacation.
Right.
You know, take the time now and
Right.
make these memories, because
Mm-hmm.
we're not promised the next 20 years. We don't know what's gonna happen.
We don't.
I mean, if I don't pay my rent for the next month, look, I got you the next month after. It's just, but I'm gonna go take this vacation right quick. You know, like no. But it just life's got to be enjoyed.
Mm-hmm.
Even through tough times. I mean, can't dwell on it so much. You just gotta
Right.
sit there and just, all right, let's keep going.
Right. You do, bro, and it's crazy because like I wake up and I'm like, okay, you have a whole bunch of things on your list to do, you know, like I don't want to call them chores, you know, because we know, you know, and it's like, oh, okay, I got to get this done, but on the other hand, you're like, oh, I'd like to do this,
Right.
you know what I mean? I'd
Right.
like to do this, but it's like I got to do this first,
Right.
you know. Those are the responsibilities that we have, and then you know, we go do those responsibilities and then we're too tired. Or,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's like, I wanted to do that, but now I don't feel like
You just sitting in the couch.
you know what I
watching
mean?
TV.
It's like, yeah, I'm just going to go veg out. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Do you ever do this while you're at work? You're thinking of the stuff you want to do after work?
I try not to, but yeah, I try not. Listen, we've been in this massive cold these past couple of days. Oh my! I tell you what. If it wasn't for sweatpants and jeans and 3 pairs of socks and jackets, oh, I probably wouldn't have made it.
Oh,
It was rough. So when I got home, the last thing I wanted to do was anything else.
yeah.
I try to get warmer than warm. I was like,
Do that though. I'm like,
Yeah.
man, when it's nice out though.
But yeah, oh yeah.
When it's nice
Yeah.
out, you tend to go in the back of your mind, like, because I would rather be doing that
Right.
than doing
Right.
what I'm doing right now. So you got to put your mind in that good place. you
Yeah.
know?
And then on your days off when you're doing it, you're like, man, I just want to go to work. At least I get paid for doing
Right.
this shit.
Right. Like, God, man. Yeah, I need them days. Give me them.
Right.
What
Y'all
days
got
off?
OT?
Days off. Can I get overtime? You don't know we do. We know we don't do overtime.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I'll do it today. But yeah, man. I mean, I remember working and like not wanting overtime
Yeah.
because I'm thinking about all the stuff I want to do when I get
Right.
off work. I was like, I make enough. I'm good. I don't need the overtime. I'm good.
Right.
You know, until it's gone. And you're like, damn, I should have took that overtime.
Yeah. But when you do get a little bit of overtime, you're like, oh, I could do this more often.
Right. But then you don't want to work all the time.
Mm-mm.
You know what I mean? You don't want to work all the time. It's like, I work too much.
Yeah.
I work too much. I need to take some more time for me, the family, the kids, whatever. You know what I mean?
Right.
I need to, you know, relax my feet.
Yeah.
It's crazy. My
Sometimes
feet are in
it's-
these shoes are longer than I'm sleeping.
I know, right? So I tell my boss sometimes, I'm like, I swear I see you more than I do my kids. Not even my kids.
Right.
You know, I'm like, man.
Right. When you get that feeling, you know, it's like, damn,
Yeah.
what am I doing? And then going down the line of work, this is what they tell you. You can't retire. Now, the retirement thing, you know, you're not allowed to retire. You're not allowed to collect Social Security
Yeah.
until a certain age.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's the same as like retiring from the job.
Well,
Job. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I don't know if that's the same or if it falls in that category. Like, I want to retire from this job, but I don't want to retire from working. So can you collect a job pension from there? I don't know how that works.
If they have one, I believe.
Oh, right.
If they have one and they let you retire, like post offices, you know, firefighters, all that, they got the pension, they can retire.
Right.
What, at 55 or something, or 45 or something like that?
What?
I think, but you have to be in there for a certain amount of years,
Right.
and then you get your Social Security. But they just keep changing the age limit. It used to be 63, then it went up to 65. Now it's 67. By the time I get to retire, it's probably gonna be like 72, 73. I'm like, I can't work that late.
So when did you actually start working?
Oof. I got my first job when I was 11 years old.
I hear that. What was you doing?
I was cutting cardboard boxes in the back of this plant. Like, they sold flowers and all this stuff.
Okay.
And the guy gave me a chance. He's like, yeah. And then I ended up cutting my fingers. So he's like, I gotta let you go.
Oh, he's like, we don't have health insurance.
Yeah. I can't cover you, buddy.
How long did you work there before that
Like
happened?
3 weeks.
Dang.
But it's the experience and you know, the opportunity that they gave me just made me want to like work. I'm like, oh, okay, I like this. I'm gonna work. I got my first full-time job. I think I was 17. flipping burgers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's like a McDonald's or something.
It was back in the West Coast. It's called a Jack in the Box.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've never been there because
Yeah.
I've never seen one out here. I don't think.
Yeah. No, they don't have them out here. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So I was like, and then kept into. I was in the food industry for a while. I worked for Domino's for about 12 years. I started as a driver, then went to the inside, and then became an assistant manager.
Okay.
And then when I wanted to become a manager, they told me no. So I left California and I moved out here.
I was gonna ask, was that out California?
Yeah.
So how'd you get into the construction?
I ended up working at a Domino's out here, and one of the drivers that I hired told me about this job. Said, "Hey, you should apply for this job. They're always hiring. It's Monday through Friday, from 7 to 3:30." And that was a lot. It's not till 3:30. I mean, but regardless, afternoons free, weekends off. Like, couldn't beat it. It's employee-owned company. Like, this company takes really great care of us, man.
Nice.
Really, really great care of us. And I was like, I took a shot.
Yeah.
Never worked in construction. Nothing. I've been there now. It's gonna be 8 years.
Wow. I bet you've learned a lot.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I've seen your work. I mean, you've helped me do some stuff. Right. I mean, you guys seen the picture of the studios. That's my man's work right here. You know what I mean? That's definitely his work with the the glass we put it all in there, the framing. Yeah, that's his work.
Yeah, I definitely learned a lot. I mean, but I also have a good boss that's a really, really good mentor. Like, and he's not the type of boss, like, if you get something wrong, he's gonna chew you out. Oh, what the fuck you doing? You're dumb, you're stupid, get the fuck away. No, he'd be like, hey, look, this is why you don't do it like that. This is why we do it this way, and this is why, and he teaches you. As long as you're willing to learn, he teaches you.
Nice. Making me feel like I should work there. You know what I mean? It's like, I know I
can't afford you, man.
He's like, no, we're not working together.
We might need a tech, though. You might want to try.
Yeah. He's like, go fix the computer or something. Don't give him a saw. Just give him a keyboard and a mouse. I know how to work a hammer.
Yeah.
When someone comes up to you and says they know how to work a hammer, you know they don't know how to use it.
They would try to put it on the post. What the fuck?
You can't. It's like, hey, you mind if I work here? I know how to work a hammer. It's like, okay, well, somebody says they know how to work a hammer. They don't know how to work. They don't know how to use it. I got stories, but I'm not gonna get into that.
I do, but I don't want to. I don't know who watches, so I can't say shit.
We gotta go. That's a rabbit hole. We can go down a rabbit hole.
We can do 10 more episodes of this.
Right, with the stories we got there. So, so when you got that job, you just never looked back, and you're still there.
Yep.
That's beautiful.
And I mean, I don't want to say much, but I'm gonna start doing big things here myself. So
nice.
I just don't want to let the rabbit out the hole and
I got
not. So.
Yeah. I'm glad that you like the place and you've been there for a while and you've learned a lot and that's good because you don't find too many people nowadays that stay at a job that long
or that want to work.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't know. This young generation is just.
Yeah, they don't want to work.
I take my kids sometimes with me on the weekends to work. I'm glad they love it. They oh yeah, we're going to work. Let's go.
Nice.
And I reward them. Here you got $10. I mean,
right,
to them, they're rich. Back then to us, I mean, $5 was. Whew. We can get 4 bags of chips for $1.
Bro, we was balling on $5. We had our chest out.
I come out with a shopping bag,
Right. We was like, can't none of y'all touch me. You know what I mean?
Say so.
How much money you got? I got $3 here. I got more than you. You broke.
Like the little rascals. I got $1. I got $1.
But I teach my kids a lot of the stuff that I do. And they get older. Now it's like. They know a lot.
Yeah.
They know a lot. And it's like, oh, okay, well, how about, I'll go to try to explain something. Well, I know. And it's like, I forget that they know these things.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, yeah, that's right. So I just got to walk away.
Yeah.
Just walk away, let them do it. You know, now I go up to him like, hey, can you do this?
Yeah. Hey, here
wanna
you
do-
go. You know what to do, right?
You want to handle this job? You know what I mean? You want to do this job? Soon I won't have to do that because they'll just be running the show. You know what I mean? They'll be running the show.
That's the main. That's my goal in the end, to be able to have something and be able to give to my kids. Like, now it's your turn to
That's
do
what.
it.
Yeah,
you know?
that's our sole purpose. Our sole purpose is to, you know, make sure our kids are good, protect them, you know, as they grow up. That's our job. You know, they try to, why do you want to do this? It's like, this is my job.
Right.
This is my job, to make sure you're good, to protect you, make sure you're clothed, fed, until you can do it for yourself.
Yeah.
And even when you're able to do it for yourself,
you still my baby.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm still gonna, you know.
Yeah.
You know, you got dirt on your face. You can't go to a job interview like that. You know what I mean?
Dad, I'm 37.
Right.
Fuck.
Right.
Fuck, you look 60. That's an inside joke for people that don't know.
Life has been whooping your ass. Like, bro, I've seen people like that though. I've seen people like that. It's like you don't see them for a few years, and then you almost don't recognize them because life has been whooping their ass. Yeah. You know what I mean? Especially if, you know, stress does a thing on you. You know what I mean? Stress does a number on people. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying anything bad about that. You know what I mean? Because stress it's very serious.
Yeah,
it's a serious thing, man. People, you know, when people's going through things, man, you just got to leave them alone. You know what I mean? Or try to be there for them if it's your family or, you know, stuff like that. But stress can do some damage to you.
I mean, you've known me personally. You've seen me go through some places that, you know.
Right.
And in the end, I mean, I know I had to get myself out of it. So.
Yeah, you do.
And with the grace of God, I mean, I am 1,000 times better here now today than I was 3 years ago, 4 years ago. It was insane.
Yeah. I know what you mean, man. Everybody goes through, you know, a point in life to where it's just like, I don't know which road, I don't know which road to cross.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like if you're on a straight road, it's like, oh, it's up from here because everything's just, you know, going so smooth and fine. And all of a sudden you get a four-way and it's like, I don't know which way to go because I can't, you know, if I go straight, I'm going up a hill.
Yeah.
You know, but then I got, you know, downhill or straight this way, you don't know which way to go.
Right.
You know, it's not a straight shot anymore. And, you know, it's like, what?
Yeah.
You don't know what to do. So I know everybody goes through that.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Everybody goes through that. And it's like, but sometimes, you know, you can't believe you're going through it.
Right.
But you know it's going to end at some point.
Right.
You know, and it's like, it's going to end, you know, but the only way it ends is if you make it end. You fight through it. But if you just let it destroy you, you know.
Yep.
But, wow. Dang.
It's been a long time coming, too. We've talked about sitting down and talking for years now.
True.
Years.
True.
You know, and we've never really had the opportunity. I mean, I'm 90% busy all the time.
Yeah.
You're always busy too.
So
I mean, now that you ain't golfing on Sundays, it's cool.
Yeah, it's coming. A couple more months.
Couple more months.
Yeah, a couple more months.
Yeah.
My buddy is actually in Florida right now because of the winter, you know. But he'll be back in a couple months.
Yes, Florida's just like this.
Yeah.
Ain't no different now.
But it's actually, you know, it's like, yeah, okay. But it's good that you can do that. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like, go to Florida. You got family down there.
Right.
You know, it's pretty neat. But yeah, it has been, going back to what you were saying earlier though, but it you know, us sitting down talking, you know, sitting down and actually having a conversation, you know, an adult conversation.
Right.
You know?
Right.
It's not like, hey, bro, all right, how you doing? All right, cool, bang, boom, busy, boom.
Not
couple
our 10
words.
minute, 10-minute phone calls.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
5-10 minute phone call, like, all right, cool, bang, boom, boom, boom. You know, we usually just see each other on the holidays.
Right.
And you know what I mean? That's like, and that's just for the last couple of years, it's almost been like that.
Yeah.
Special occasions.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's pretty much holidays.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Friendsgiving, around Christmas.
Yeah.
Birthdays.
Yeah, birthday. You know, the normal. That's
crazy. I mean, when we all understand that everybody's busy.
Yeah.
But you know, well, once you get a phone call, oh shit, hold up.
True.
What's going on?
True.
Because at the end of the day, if you or, you know, anybody else needs me, I'm right there.
Yes, sir.
Vice versa.
Yes, sir. Definitely. And we have went through some some things, where we needed each other. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? We made
Yeah.
it through, though. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? We always make it through, no matter what it is, bro. It's like, hey, bro, I'm yada yada yada. It's like, yep,
Yeah.
be right there or whatever it is. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
Exactly.
That's how it is. But,
Other than my album dropping,
hey, that reminds me. Hey, everybody who watching, don't let him fool you. He's got bars, and you might hear him on something. He might be on a future project or something.
Maybe we don't know yet.
Yeah, we
don't know
don't
yet.
know.
Still up in the air.
He has his hands in everything. He doesn't just only do construction. Don't let him fool you there either. Don't let him. He's not only a host of the comedy show either. He's got more than jokes. He's got bars too. So don't let him fool you. Who put in your floor and rap to you and tell you jokes at the same time. Freestyle. Oh man, it's just a good feeling. You know what I mean? Like, sit down and drinking some tea, drinking tea.
Yeah, I mean, back then, it'd be 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock. We'd already be sitting.
Oh my God, we'd be buzzed out. Now it's like, nah.
Yeah, and that's what people ask me, because I mean, it's been now 4 months that I stopped drinking, and people ask me, is it hard? Because I drank every 20 years of my life.
Mm-hmm.
About, yeah, and I'm like, at first, the first week, 2 weeks, I'd sit there and I'm like,
right,
damn,
right.
But now, like, sit there, go out. I can go to a bar, sit down, give me water. Now bars have NAs.
Mm-hmm.
Anywhere you go, they have an NA.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I think it's more of the effect of doing this.
You got a routine
Than the actual drinking.
Mm-hmm.
But waking up, not having a hangover, not feeling like shit,
you can get
feeling
up.
energized like every single day. I'm just like, yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's great. It's great. And it's like, because there's times where, because I went down to like, I'll drink on the weekends. And now the weekends come and I'm like, and I started feeling like I had to drink because it was the weekend.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And now it's like, I don't want to drink.
Right.
I don't want to. You know what I mean? And it's like, yeah, it's the weekend. It's like, so what?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I kind of programmed myself to do that.
Right.
It's like, okay, I drink on the weekends. It's like, the weekends, instead of saying on the weekends, I will allow myself to drink.
Right.
It's like, I'll drink on the weekends.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like,
It's like, I don't drink I just drink on the weekends.
Right. It's like,
and then like, now here's Friday night. You're like, yeah, wait, I'm supposed to be drinking.
Exactly. So now I was like, whoa. And then I find myself Friday getting, good buzz on, and then Saturday it's like, what the heck did I do? You know what I mean? Like, why did I do that? But then now it's like, if I want to have a drink, I'll only do it on the weekends.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So now the weekends come around, and it's like, I don't want to have a drink.
Yeah.
So now I had to reprogram myself.
Right.
And it's like, and it's like very rare. It depends on an occasion or something. The other day I had a meeting with a producer, and then we had a beer. You know what I mean? It was a weekday. You know what I mean? And it's something like that. You know what I mean? But like drinking, full blown out drinking.
Yeah.
It's too much to do. I can't get it done.
I mean, but back then, that's how we met everybody. Well, that's how I met everybody out here.
True.
I've been out here going on 11 years now.
Yeah.
And that's, if it wasn't for alcohol, I probably wouldn't have had no friends. Like.
True. And it's like.
But when you stop, you notice who are actually your friends.
Mm-hmm.
You notice the people that actually come around.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, oh shit, all right. Mm-hmm. And the group that I had while I was drinking is still the group that I have when I don't drink now.
Exactly.
So it's like, I have a great group of friends in my corner, and I know that.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
Definitely, bro. Definitely. And that's, you were saying that's, how everybody met.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like a lot of people, like we met at, where were we at?
It was Bermuda.
That's a story for another time, That's definitely a story for another time, because when we met, it was like we grew up together instantly.
Mm-hmm.
Instantly.
Yep.
It was like, and we've been, man, top of the mountain ever since.
Yeah.
Been top of the mountain ever since.
Yeah.
And it's like, dang, when people meet, you could either say they become the passive friend, or it's like, I'll talk to him when I talk
Yeah,
to him.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or if it's like, oh, I haven't heard from him, let me call him. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Let me call him, how you doing? Bloom, boom, bloom, conversation. You think about that person more often.
I mean, for my kids to get excited to know where we're coming.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to Bruce's? All right, let's go.
Yeah,
Boom.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I mean, your kids, Uncle Ninja Turtle. I
Yeah,
mean, you know,
yeah.
you have to, you and I don't just have a bond.
Right.
Like, our family
We
have a
yeah,
bond.
We,
Like,
yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. That's why I say there's certain people, you know what I mean? Certain people that, you know, are friends, and then there's people that are just family.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And people say, you know, family isn't only blood. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Right.
Family is caring, you know, and respectful. Everything that we are,
Yeah.
and people that are in your life that aren't blood, that are your family.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And I got a lot of, you know, a lot of real family.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Yep.
And I got family. I just got family. Everybody who's family is real family.
Right.
You know? And it's just these ones are blood. You
Yeah,
know what I
yeah.
mean? But we're all still family.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how I see it.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And that's the truth of it. I'm sticking to it. So it's tax season. So it is tax season.
Yeah.
Look, the mood just changed.
Yeah.
He's like, God damn.
I can't even claim taxes, bro. Trump don't allow me. No.
I don't know. That's so sad.
This was a setup. He's gonna get me deported here in a little bit. I can see the fans out there by the door just waiting for me. It was nice knowing you guys.
Said it was a setup.
He said he wanted that 750.
You know,
That is insane.
Yeah.
I mean, and there are people who are jumping on that.
wait a minute. What? Wait, I'm lost. Because see, the first time you said it, I was just like, okay, yeah, it was just part of the
I
joke.
guess
But what happened?
Trump said that he would pay, or I don't know how or who or what, but that they would pay $750 for every illegal that they report and catch.
Wow, bro, that's
Yeah.
nuts.
So I'm just like, oh,
That's
man.
nuts.
I'm like, I got a lot of family, bro. Let me talk about my next family reunion. Hold up.
We're a little short here. We don't have
Nah,
any.
I'm joking. Nah, my family's legal.
Yeah, right. It's like, yeah, you know, we don't have as many as last year.
Don't go to my cousin's house in 1760. No, he drives that red Honda.
You know, and everybody is worried. Everybody is worried about, all joking aside, but you know, a lot of people are worried about that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, some false information is out there, and people are just
Lot.
scared.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? People are just scared. They're like, oh, my family's gonna get deported, this and that, and blah blah blah. It's like, wait a minute, hold on.
Yeah.
Your grandparents came here, you know, back in the time where you could just cross and
Right.
you know, jump off the boat.
Right.
You know, your grandparents came here with that. It's like, yeah, and they started a family, and then, you know, your mother is legal,
Right.
you know, and all that stuff. So they're like, you know, my grandparents are gonna get deported. And what?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come
I mean,
on.
the effect that it would take on like farming, because not a lot of people want to go be out there in that hot sun picking whatever cherries, potatoes, like all the fruits, and you know, not a lot of people do it.
Right. Right.
You know,
Right.
and I mean, it would affect a lot.
I would definitely think to a certain degree, because you know, I think that he's focused on a lot of when they say illegals and all that other stuff, it's the people that was over here during the Biden administration, you know, but there's the people that was here that got, you know, asylum, and, you know, they're on a waiting
Yeah.
list that have been, you know,
Right.
okay, you're allowed to go do this until
Right.
we can process your stuff, but
Right.
you have to check in,
Yeah.
and, you know,
Yeah.
stuff like that. There's nothing going to happen to those people.
Right.
Because, you know, they have that ICE, which, you know, there's people that came to this country that are on like pretty much like a probation.
Right.
You know, they're allowed to work, they have to check in, you know what I mean? Stuff like that until their process gets to go
But
through.
what throws me off is, you know, people don't remember history, or they try to erase it, but there's a reason why it's called the Gulf of Mexico,
Yes.
because
Yes.
like bits of Florida, Illinois, all that down there, Texas, Colorado, maybe Oklahoma, all the way up to Oregon, I think. It was all Mexico.
Right.
It was all Mexico
Right.
until they pushed them down further south. So they were already here. Same with Christopher Columbus did with the Indians.
Yeah, right.
They were already here. You didn't discover anything.
Right.
But
I don't know how many people are gonna get pissed off about this conversation, but I don't really care. If you don't like anything we're saying, just shut it off. Okay. No disrespect, but just shut it off. But
yeah, there's a lot of history that's been erased.
yes,
And-
yes.
And a lot of history that, people don't talk about. And it's like, oh, this and this. Like, no, that's why there's only 13 stripes in the flag. There's only 13 colonies in the United States
Thank you.
when it first became the
Thank
United
you.
States.
And that never changed.
And that never changed. There was, I think, 18 states, I think. I'm not quite sure. I don't remember history class from way back, but
Right.
it wasn't,
And where was most of them over towards the east?
towards the east, northeast.
Exactly. So the West, pretty much, it belongs to Mexico. But people don't want to.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, look at the names of places in California.
Right.
Texas, Nevada, all them states over there. Look
Yeah.
at those names. You know what I mean? Like, do you think that there's a reason that you don't have names like that in New York?
Right.
You know what I mean? Or Maine or anything like
Right.
that?
Yeah, you don't have a Santa Monica in
In Florida
Bronx.
or something like that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, you don't have that. Those
Right.
aren't, names that were, that were named,
Right.
when because of the United States was always, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I understand the spread, of the United States, but how did it become that?
Right.
It wasn't just like, oh yeah, we're cool.
Right.
You can bring all your stuff over here.
Yeah,
And we'll
yeah.
follow behind what you guys say.
Yeah.
Some things had to take place. Some events took place. And again, the history, they tried to erase it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They tried to erase the history of what happened to, make up the whole
Yeah,
United
yeah.
States, And I'm not saying, I don't know what that history is.
Right,
So
yeah.
I'm not giving out information, supposedly false information,
right.
but, or whatever they say, that whole era, it's pretty much dead now.
Yeah.
Of the cancel and the misinformation and all that stuff.
I mean, history now is 9/11.
That's history.
9/11 is history now.
That's history.
Like,
That is history.
I'm sitting here, I'm like, what?
Yeah. That is history.
Like I was a freshman in high school when that happened.
Dude, when that happened, I was playing WW SmackDown 2, bro. And I was playing SmackDown 2. I don't know how old I was, but I think I was like 18. It's like 18 or somewhere, 18, 19. I don't remember. But I was playing SmackDown, still living with my mother,
Right.
playing SmackDown. Me and Mary was playing SmackDown, actually, because we used to play it all the time. And then that happened, you know what I mean? And it was just like the world just changed.
Yeah.
The world just changed almost to the extent like it did when the pandemic happened.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it was like everybody's just moving different.
Yeah.
It's like, what? Like this is one day and everybody's just moving different. It's like, wow. And it changed life. You know what I mean? That
Never
really
since
changed life.
the whole pandemic changed.
Yeah.
Can't even sneeze and cough anymore without
You
somebody
can't.
just giving you the
Right.
side eye or looking at you like you're
Yeah,
sick. Like
that pandemic did change things. I mean, people have their conspiracies about everything.
Oh,
We're-
yeah.
We're not going to get into no conspiracies,
it's
and
a
I'm not-
whole nother episode.
That's a whole nother. We're gonna have to come up with another show called The Rabbit Hole. You know what I mean? And just go down it. Just it's like, when is this episode over? But it changed everything. You know what I mean? It really did. It changed everything. And in trying to straighten it out after that, trying to straighten life back out after that, like the remote thing, people were remote, and it's like you couldn't go to work unless you got the vaccine and you couldn't get on the plane, or I wonder if they're still doing that.
Not to that extent, I believe.
They're not
I
doing it.
mean, I think they're coming out with this thing called a real ID now.
Yes. Real, like they've
You
been trying
have to have that now. I think March or something this year.
Yeah, I seen that.
It's like,
from what I understand, it's just a little star.
it's something. Yeah, I don't know.
Some
Your ID that
encryption stuff.
shows. I'm like, here's my birth certificate. It's the same thing.
Did you look on your ID? Have you looked on your ID and it says not for real ID purposes?
Oh yeah.
You
I
see
believe.
that?
Yeah.
It says not for real ID.
Yeah.
Like, people didn't realize their ID said that until
Yeah.
they started talking about that real ID. And once people started talking about that real ID,
But I mean, I just don't get it. I mean, why, instead of doing that, why don't you just, I mean, if you're going to go to that extent, just make everybody get a passport.
Yeah,
Because it's about the same damn thing.
it is.
You know, get a passport.
You get that passport.
Yeah.
You know, that's cool. I mean, I got to get a passport, but
Yeah,
still,
I don't have money.
you know what I mean. I don't have one. It's like because I didn't plan on going anywhere, but
I don't plan on going there.
I got some.
I'm taking a trip here coming soon, but that's about as far as I'm gonna go.
Yeah, I got plans this summer, but you know that's another category.
Yeah.
But man, it's different. It's different after the pandemic. You know, it's different. It's different. Life is different. Different. The places you used to go to aren't the same. You know, the places that used to go used to be packed. They're not as.
I don't know if you ever went to a bar after, like during like the whole pandemic, where they had a chair and then like curtains, clear curtains on each side, and then a chair. You're like,
look, you think that's,
or you'd be at a bar and they'd get mad at you after you take a sip. You got to put your mask back on, like,
dude, that's nuts. And you know, we talk about it now, and it was dumb.
Yeah,
it was really dumb. Look, you go golfing, you're in the same cart. There was a piece of plastic that separated you, plexiglass that separated you in the same cart.
Yeah.
Or the golf courses were getting everybody to get one cart. And, you know, you couldn't have as many people on a course now because they would have, you know, everybody had one cart.
Yeah.
So if you have a group of 4, you got 4 golf carts.
Yeah.
It's like, that's dumb. And then, you know, you have the plexiglass. It's like, dude, you're pushing your plexiglass over. You know, it's like, because it would just be hanging there.
Right.
It would just be hanging there, and it's like,
I mean, same. You go to grocery stores and they still have it. Some
They
do.
do.
Yeah, you're like,
they do.
okay.
Oh, it's nuts.
It changed. It changed. It changed.
It still, people are still implementing. I mean, because it's still there. You know,
Right.
I mean, the threat is still there.
Right.
I mean, I had it. You know, everybody had it.
Yeah.
I'm sure. If you knew you had it or you didn't know you had it, everybody had it or got their vaccine or didn't get their vaccine. But it's still relevant.
Right.
It's just not as
Yeah.
you know, as it was before.
Yep.
And I think they beefed it up a little bit to try to scare everybody into getting the vaccine. You know what I mean? But that would still come down to your choice. You know what I mean? It's, if you did, you did. But then people were fighting over it. Like, I don't want you around my kids if you don't have the vaccine.
Right.
It's like, you know.
It's like, then they got like, what, 6 boosters by now?
Something like that. I don't know. I don't know.
I never got vaccinated.
Yeah.
Never even, like, to this day, I'm just like, they're putting it in you.
Yeah.
That's what it is. They're giving you the damn coronavirus.
Right.
So your body can be used to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Listen, if you catch it once, your body's going to get fight it. You're going to get immune to it just like that. You don't need a vaccine.
Right. That's what they do with the flu.
Yep.
They do the same thing with the flu. They give you the flu. Yep. You know what I mean? And then some people are dying.
No flu shots. I mean.
Yeah, we don't do that. Nope.
I'm cool.
Yeah. Those that do, you know, that's what
when
you
want to do. When you start getting sick, that's when you go, Jesus, take the wheel.
You know what I mean? Right. You know, the natural science of life is still there, you know. Don't forget about all the herbs and, you know, the stuff that's healing that was around way before pharmaceutical, you know, companies and stuff, you know. That
I mean, it's a whole different, but how many, you know, stories of cancer did you hear back in the 60s?
That's definitely a whole nother rabbit hole.
It's just like so many things that it's like we got away from natural herbs that can really clear.
Right.
There's a lot of stuff out there I don't know about.
Yeah, I don't.
But I'm pretty sure if you Google it, there's a lot of things out there.
I studied medicine and human anatomy and stuff like that back in the day. That's another whole story. You know what I mean? It's a whole nother story. But it's just nuts, man. It really is. It really is nuts, though. But hey, I'm glad that we made it through. Everybody made it through the pandemic. You know, that did, and you know, and sorry for the people that you know lost, and you know, due to that thing. And you know, if we could change it, I'm pretty sure everybody would.
Right.
You know, those that know that had their hand in trying to, you know.
Yeah, I mean, the people that lost people around them, loved ones or something, you know, sorry about that, but.
Yeah, definitely.
Just, I mean, to me, it ends up being population control with a lot of things. That's what I start thinking of. But at the same time, I mean, who really knows?
Yeah, everybody has their thoughts.
We all have our books.
Yeah,
we all have our time. I mean,
we do.
It's just
we do.
I can be the healthiest person in this world and still next week be gone.
Done.
That's it.
Be
Don't
done.
know. But
Be done.
that's why I said, man, enjoy life. You gotta just enjoy it. Have fun with it.
Exactly.
Have fun with it.
Exactly. Don't do nothing stupid. Just enjoy life.
Don't
It's
go
like,
out there. Yeah, don't be doing nothing dumb
I've got a bungee jump off this cord that's been here for 200 years and
without
never
a
been checked.
without a parachute. I'm gonna go parachute without a parachute. Jesus, take the wheel.
Oh my God. I found this World War II parachute that's never been opened. I'm going to go skydiving.
I don't know if you've seen that
Don't
meme on.
do it.
I don't know if you've seen that meme where it says, the parachute company, like being the boss, knowing that they can never get sued.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, you really can't.
Right. Right. At the end of the day, that's the end of the day. Oh man, it was fun though. It was fun though. It was fun, man. It was a good episode. Good episode. We could sit here all day.
Seriously.
But it was really nice having you. Actually, we talked about it for a while to actually get you on the podcast. And finally, we're here.
We're here.
Anything you want to say for the last one? Shout outs?
Shout out to all the people we know. Shout out Smoke, my boy Christian, Steve, Bruce, thank you for having me. My girl, she knows, baby, I love you. Just anybody that is watching this, God bless you, and everything is possible if you put your mind to it.
That was very nicely said. Thanks for stopping by, brother.
Thanks for having me, bro.
Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you later.